What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mylez Jonez coming back at y'all with another video. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but your boy got a mic. We trying to add to the channel so I can boost quality for you guys. And getting a mic is just like one of the inexpensive ways for me to do so. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking to y'all about powerful imaging, the powerful way to change your life, right? So boom, this book is written by Vincent. My mom gave it to me years back when I was going through a tough time in my life. And I wish I would have read it when she gave it to me because it would have helped me out a lot back then. But the fact that I picked it up and I'm reading it now, everything happens for a reason. So the timing is really just perfect, really. The concept of imaging is a mental activity, right? It consists of vividly picturing in your conscious mind a desired goal or objective and holding that image until it sinks into your unconscious mind where it releases great untapped energies. It works best when it's combined with the strong religious faith backed by prayer and the seemingly illogical technique of giving thanks for benefits before they are received. When the imaging concept is applied steadily and systematically, it solves problems, strengthens personalities, improves health, and greatly enhances the chances of success in any kind of endeavor. So basically, oh, and by the way, I'm going to be reading into y'all in this video, so I'm just going to read a little bit to y'all because I really want y'all to understand like the severity of how you visualizing yourself doing something or becoming something can really change your life. Yeah, and the Bible verse at the bottom of this page, I'm a Christian. I hope that y'all can tell by my videos and how I speak and how I present myself that I am a child of God. And I want to relay that message to y'all if y'all don't mind. If you do mind, you can just clip off. It's whatever. I really don't care. But if you want to stay, stay. So boom, at the bottom it says, Jesus Christ himself said, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them. Mark chapter 11, verse 24. And this is the promise that lies behind everything that's being written in this book. So basically, imaging is the forming of mental pictures or images, and it's based on the principle that there's a deep tendency in human nature to ultimately become precisely like which we imagine or image ourselves being. An image formed and held tenaciously in the conscious mind will pass presently by a process of mental osmosis into the unconscious mind. And when it is accepted firmly in the unconscious, the individual will strongly tend to have it, for then it has you. So powerful is the imaging effect on thought and performance that a long-held visualization of an objective or goal can be determinative. Basically what that means is, bro, if you can see it with your eyes, if you can believe it in your heart, you can achieve it. You probably heard it saying before called STO, see, touch, obtain. And a lot of people use it when it comes to buying materialistic things. Like I've seen YouTubers use it for cars. I've seen them YouTubers use it for houses. It's basically just saying that like if you can see it, if you can touch it, if you can hold it in your hand, if you can hold that image in your mind, you can achieve it and you can have it. And that's literally positive self-imaging or positive imaging. And people don't really know what the term is because people just think like, oh, if you see it, you can believe it. That's true. But that comes back to positive self-imaging or positive imaging in general. Vincent, he's an author. He was a pastor as well. He gives you stories, like 4 different stories at the beginning in chapter 1. I'm at chapter 3 right now, but in chapter 1, he talks about 4 different stories of how positive imaging changed his life. How one day he was just a child living in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he saw a big building with huge glass windows, and he saw a busy man in the building sitting behind a desk. And the desk was cluttered full of papers. And I think it was like the Cincinnati editorial, which is like a newspaper, news article type deal. And it was the head dude back there. And he was looking in the window. He asked the officer who the guy was. The officer told him who the man was. He was the head of the Cincinnati editorial. And he just visualized himself doing that. Like he visualized himself being behind that desk, being in that seat. And eventually I think he actually became the head of the Cincinnati editorial, and then he owned it or something like that. I don't know. There's that. And he also talked about him being a pastor. So he was a pastor in Brooklyn, and then he got called to be a pastor in Syracuse, New York. And basically when he went there, the church had a debt of $55,000, right? So boom, there's a man named Harold B. Andrews. They called him Brother Andrews, right? And he was a businessman, a wealthy businessman. They said he had a Midas touch, and that whatever he touched, money sprang from it. So boom, he wanted to go to the businessman and ask him for money. But in his mind and his heart, he wasn't optimistic and he had low faith. He basically just felt like, I don't think we can get 55,000, but we could probably hit 20. So boom, let's go try and get this 20 ball. He went to Brother Andrews and he asked him, Brother Andrews, I got a problem at the church. We need 55K. I'm just trying to get 20. Brother Andrews said, I'm not going to give you any money because you only believe that you can get 20. Bro, like what? Then Brother Andrews told him, he said, let me pray for you. He prayed for him, held hands with him, came to an agreement with him with God. He said, Lord, this young pastor, you know what I'm saying, has low faith. He's not optimistic. He doesn't know anything about business, but he's trying to reach the goal of, raising $20,000 so that he can pay off this debt. But he said, God, he puts it into his mind that he feel like he can achieve that, he can get the $55,000 to pay off the debt, then I'll give him the first 5K. So boom, what did he do? Finish the prayer. He said, bro, you got to believe that you can get the 55K. I'll give you 5K. He gave him 5K. All right, cool. In the prayer, actually, he also said something about a man. He's a doctor downtown. He's wealthy, but if you ask him, he gonna tell you that he ain't got no money on. But boy, bro really got money on. He really, you know what I'm saying? He really having that cheddar cheese. And he was like, bro, like I don't want to go ask him because I don't think he was gonna give it to him. So I think in that same prayer, they prayed and said, you know, change the man's heart, let him be receptive of what he's asking, so he can get that bread. So on the way over there, the pastor's driving over to the man's house, and the whole time he's driving over there, Brother Andrews is praying and he's visualizing that the doctor's going to give Norman Vincent the money. But Norman Vincent, he's like, man, he ain't gonna give me nothing, bro. He go there, he asking for 5K. The doctor like, nah, I ain't trying to give him that 5K. And then out of nowhere, he said it just hit him. He was like, all right, bet I'll give you the 5K. Like he literally just changed in that moment. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy because even though Norman Vincent couldn't see it and believe it, he had somebody else that prayed over him, that prayed with him and saw and believe it. So that's why it's so important to have people around you that support you and that can envision and see you succeed. You might not see it in yourself, but other people can see it. I hope the mic picking up all of this because I really feel like I'm spitting right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Lord guide me. You know what I'm saying? Lord guide me for sure. Brother Andrew said this. Just remember, when you want to achieve something, hold in your mind the picture of yourself achieving it. Paint it in all details. Make it as real as you possibly can. And remember this too. You're never defeated by anything until you accept in your mind the thought that you are defeated. You're never defeated until you accept the image of defeat. So Brother Andrews, you see, he understood the difference between positive and negative self-imaging. And he was basically telling that Norman Vincent that you can image victory and you can image defeat and you can program yourself one way or the other. Just remember that, keep that in mind. And the Bible says that if you have faith, even as a grain of a mustard seed, nothing is impossible for you. Now, mind you, you got to put in the work. You got to go out. You got to do what you got to do. Like in the book, he visualized him getting the money. He went over there, got the money. That's really it, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that the power of your mind. Previous videos I'll talk about your self-esteem, self-confidence, why speaking things to yourself, why speaking things, and you know what I'm saying? Just speaking things into your mind, putting good energy into your mind, putting good energy out to the world, into your body, you know what I'm saying? How that can really affect your life. So I hope that just take what I just told y'all and use it and apply it to your life. I've only read the first 2 chapters of this book. I know there's a lot more game in here, bro. So I'm about to keep on reading this, but I hope that y'all take what I just told y'all and use it and apply it to your life. And if you want, bro, go get the book. Go read it, bro. It's a good read. Yeah, man. Y'all stay blessed. I really ain't got too much else to say. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And give me feedback, bro. If you like the videos, let me know. If you don't like the videos, let me know. Give me feedback. I need criticism. I need criticism. I need criticism. Positive criticism. I need it. Negative criticism. Bring it my way. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. Y'all have a blessing.